Now this is the picmodo setup tool. Picmodo supports two different types of installation, standalone and network. The setup in network mode requires two preconditions: an installed and of course reachable picmodo database somewhere in the network and a writable network share where imported pictures are copied to. Now let's have a look at the network mode setup first. I actually have already installed a working MySQL database on my machine, so host is localhost. And the database is picmodo, and username and password are root, of course. Now I test the connection, okay, and if I would click on save, the configuration file would be written with these data, and the config is used at the next start of picmodo. But for this demo I would like to run the app as a standalone tool, so let me go back to the start to continue with the other setup option. As you see, picmodo now requires a working directory located at the user's home dir. This working directory is used to store all picture-related data like the database, imported pictures, and the application configuration. For this demo I also have added a checkbox to choose whether the demo content will be added during the database setup. So let's start the setup. As you see, the database is now created and filled with some initial content. Okay, and now we are done with the setup and ready to run picmodo now. Okay, now I've started picmodo the first time after the setup, and let's have a short look around first. On the left there is the main navigation. The major objective of this tool is to index pictures by a categories catalog. This tree is the main navigator through the pictures library. The categories you see here were created during the setup. Categories can be added and changed via this editor. In addition to categories, you can mark pictures by labels. A label is, for instance, an extra attribute like fun, used in blog, beach, or something like that. Now I will continue by importing some pictures. Just click on Import and add some candidates to be imported. Before actually importing pictures, you can set some properties. So I will initially categorize them. These pictures are from a trip to Australia. These ones are from Cambodia. Egypt. Some pics of home automation and common Raspberry Pi pics. Okay, now I will label some pics. Let's assume this is fun. These pictures were used in my blog. And this is a beach. Now I persist all these settings by importing the pictures. And now let's have a look at the results. So Australia, Cambodia, Egypt, home automation, and Raspberry Pi, and the labels: fun, beach, and used in blog. Now that we have seen how to import and browse pictures, it might be helpful also to know how to get the pictures out of the library as well. Again, I browse through the categories and I like to export all pictures. At the bottom of the main window, there is the clipboard. The selected pictures can be added to the clipboard and the content of this clipboard can be exported. To export pictures, you have to choose the location to save the pictures to. Then you can define a postfix for the pics, followed by an increasing integer and the original file extension. I skip the other options as I want the pictures to be exported untouched. Now export. And here are the exported pics. You see the names are starting with the chosen postfix, followed by the file extension.